All right, so I had logged in from. Oh, turn the television. Okay, I had logged in after not having not been on a game for 20 hours, and the entire family was on the verge of just being wiped out of the family tree or off the family tree. What is he doing? The dryer is smoking. Oh, I hate when there's an issue sharing infant care. Let's have him do that. So if you haven't seen the preview that preceded this video, then let me do a quick introduction of the family. So I started the generation with Jingle. He married Yellow. I adopted, well, quote unquote, they adopted Highlighter, Notebook, and Era. Oops. And Era. Era is the one who's running now. And she just had their first biological baby, whose name I believe is Audrey, which is not going to stay that. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to name her Math. And yes, you heard that right, Math, Math. What is the sound of that water? Let's turn that down. I have no idea what the sound of that water is gushing from. Let's see if the thing is all right. Nothing has happened. So I was saying that after having not logged in for about 20 hours, which is virtually a decade or more than a decade in virtual family years, she's still a bit weak. I had to bring them all back from the edge. They were all, I think Highlighter was about to pass on. So was Jingle. I think the mother was fine with her lazy self. She's just lazy. I really don't like her, and I didn't like her when I selected her to marry him. The only reason I selected her to marry him was because I wanted to name her Yellow. Which is utterly ridiculous, but that's just what it is. So, okay, they're sharing care. Let me see how he's doing. He's doing much better. His energy is low, so let's try to put him to sleep. She's getting some sleep. She hasn't done anything. Let me see her. No, I don't want to see that. I want her progress. Oh, she's at level 3. And how old is she? 36 years old. And where's he at as far as his career? He hasn't even made it beyond level 2 yet. The progress bar is moving, but it just doesn't even matter. What is she doing, Highlighter? I'm still a little bit worried about her. It's amazing how concerned, you become over these virtual little ones. I literally panicked when I logged in. I mean, after 20, I was saying to myself, okay, 20 hours, they should not be falling off, the ledge or teetering towards the edge. After 20 hours of me not being on a game, they should be a lot more dependent to be able to take care of themselves. But 20 hours in virtual years is like virtually 15 years. So yeah, it makes sense if you look at it that way. How old is she? She's 11. I had to go grocery shopping for them because their food was low. If you're not on a game, they're not preparing meals when you're not on a game. Therefore, they're depleting the items in the refrigerator by constantly snacking. And that wouldn't be an issue if they actually made meals between time. I'm really getting sick of this ghost. So to the point where I'm considering doing this. I'm going to buy, if you go to menu coins and you see this lucky rock, it basically increases the rate and rarity of random collectibles which appear in the yard. I'm hoping that increases my chances of finding that doll to get this ghost, to set this ghost free. Let her walk into the light, whatever she needs to do, but she needs to get up out of here. A lot of furniture has been missing lately, more than usual. And I'm not replacing it because usually I'll just say, okay, whatever, chuck it up and replace it, but I'm not going to do that. I would adopt another child right now, but you can't adopt another baby when you're caring for one. So there's that. You know that if you put multiple beds, if you want the parents to sleep in their room, you cannot have the big beds, the adult beds, in any other place in the house, because they will sleep separately, which they tend to do anyway, because most of them, who turned off this, man, if I catch someone turning off this television, usually they'll sleep random in random places around the house or outside in the yard. It could be on the patio, furniture, on the couches, in the bathroom, wherever it is. They'll usually sleep anywhere but there. But if you don't want them to, who is this? I've never seen this character before. He is handsome. Oh no, I don't want to fight him. He's handsome. You see his hair? Yes. All right, let me get a hold of him because I don't really know what she's doing. So let's let her dig that up. Hopefully it's the doll, because I'm over that already. So, all right, nothing else is happening. It's in the middle of the night. I had to restore the entire family, except for the mother. She seemed fine. Her health was fine. She was fed. She was, she was good. The only thing she didn't do was work. But the rest of them I had to really bring back from the edge, because especially Highlighter and Jingle, which was really saddening because the generation started with them. After I started the generation with Jingle, I quote unquote, he adopted her, Highlighter. So she was the first child. Era was the second one. She seemed to be okay. Her energy is low, but I'm pretty sure that's just because it's in the middle of the night and she needs some sleep. Let's see if she'll go to bed. She could drop that. Let's see if she'll go to bed. Yeah, she went to bed. Let me see. Let me find out what is he doing? He's exhausted but watching television. Let's see if he'll go to bed. You can put him in there. I don't really care where. Let's see where he ends up walking. Well, I'm not about to wait around for that. Where's Highlight? I just want to check on her before I log out, because she was just not in good shape. She's still a bit weak. Her happiness, her progress bars were low. She was on her way out. She was about to be erased from the family tree because she was on her way out. Her health is still not good. I checked and made sure that they didn't have any infections. So basically it's probably fatigue and weakness from not eating. The refrigerator was full, but when I logged in, it was they needed groceries. So she's getting some sleep, and I'm hoping that helps her